Hello everyone, this video is in continuity with the previous video of chapter tissues. In that video we have discussed tissues, meristematic tissue and types of meristematic tissues. We have also discussed permanent tissue and types of permanent tissue, that is simple permanent tissue. In simple permanent tissue we have discussed protective tissue. Now in this video the learning objectives will be supporting tissues and types of supporting tissue, that is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Now students, we will discuss supporting tissues. Supporting tissues are the tissues which are primarily concerned with providing support to the plants. These tissues are categorized into three types, that is parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Now students, we will discuss parenchyma. If you break this word, para means beside and chyma means infilling. Parenchyma consists of isodiametric living cells. Isodiametric cells are the cells which have identical length, breadth and height. Here you can see the cells are isodiametric. Cells may be oval, round or polygonal in shape. Here you can see the cells could be either round or polygonal. They have thin, smooth and elastic cell walls. Small intercellular spaces are generally present. Here you can see small intercellular space, and as you know, intercellular space is the space present between the cells. Each cell encloses a large central vacuole and peripheral cytoplasm containing nucleus. Here you can see a large central vacuole and peripheral cytoplasm containing nucleus. Peripheral cytoplasm is the margin of cell cytoplasm. Now students, what are the functions of parenchyma? It is meant basically for the storage of food. It helps in slow transport of various materials through its cells or cell walls. It also provides turgidity to the plants. Waste products of plants such as gum, resins of inorganic wastes are stored in parenchyma cells. Now what is sclerenchyma? It is a chloroplast containing parenchyma tissue and helps to perform photosynthesis. Parenchyma encloses large air spaces in aquatic plants for buoyancy and exchange of gases. Functions of parenchyma could be summarized by 3S, where one of the S stands for storage, as it helps in the storage of food. Second S stands for support, as it provides mechanical support. Third S stands for synthesis, as parenchyma contains chloroplast, so helps in the synthesis of food. Now students, next is collenchyma. Collenchyma is made up of living cells which are usually elongated with thick corners due to deposition of pectin, cellulose and hemicellulose. Intercellular spaces are usually absent, or you can say there is no intercellular space. Collenchyma cells may be oval, circular or polygonal in shape. Collenchyma is found in leaf stalks, below the epidermis of leaves and stems of dicot plants. It is absent in roots, leaves and stems of monocot plants. Now students, what are the functions of collenchyma? Collenchyma is a mechanical tissue and provides both mechanical strength and elasticity. It prevents tearing of leaves, allows growth of plant. Chloroplast containing collenchyma manufactures sugar and starch. We can summarize functions of collenchyma as 2S, where 1S stands for mechanical strength and another S stands for synthesis of food. Now students, we will discuss third type of tissue known as sclerenchyma. It is composed of thick-walled cells with little or no protoplasm. The cell walls of these cells are highly thickened with the deposition of lignin. Such cell walls are called lignified. Cells are highly elongated, narrow, spindle shaped, and there is no intracellular space. If we talk about cells of sclerenchyma, it is of two types. One is fibers and another is sclerites. Fibers are long, narrow, thick and lignified cells usually present in the form of longitudinal bundles. Whereas sclerites which are also known as stone cells are irregular cells. They are also dead and develop in various parts of the body. Now students, we will discuss second type of tissue, that is complex permanent tissue. The complex permanent tissue consists of more than one type of cells which works together as a unit. Complex tissue helps in the transportation of organic materials, water and minerals up and down the plants. That is why it is known as conducting or vascular tissue. The common types of complex permanent tissues are xylem and phloem. So students, what is xylem? Xylem is also known as wood. It is a vascular and mechanical tissue. Xylem cells are thick walled and they are found in the form of tubular passages. Xylem consists of four types of cells called xylem elements, and that are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem sclerenchyma. Among all xylem elements, all are dead except xylem parenchyma. Now, what are tracheids? These are single-celled, elongated, angular, dead cells. Tracheids have tapering end, that is, the cells are narrow at ends, and these provide mechanical support. Vessels. Much elongated tubes are known as vessels and they help in the storage of water and mineral. Xylem parenchyma. If we talk about xylem parenchyma, these are small and thick walled living cells, living parenchyma cells. Next is xylem sclerenchyma. These are also known as wood fibers. These are more elongated fibers with thick walls and narrow cavities and prevents from mechanical injury. If we talk about functions of xylem, the main function of xylem is upward movement of water and dissolved minerals, which is known as ascent of sap from roots to different parts of shoots. Next is tracheids, vessels and xylem sclerenchyma provides mechanical strength to the plant body. Now students, we will discuss phloem. It is a living conducting or vascular tissue. It contains tubes like xylem, but it performs no mechanical function. Phloem consists of four elements, that are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Among phloem elements, all are living except phloem fiber. What are sieve tubes? These are cylinder, tube-like structures made up of elongated, thin-walled cells placed end to end. The end walls of sieve tube cells are perforated by numerous pores called sieve plates. Now, what are companion cells? These are thin-walled and elongated cells attached to the lateral sides of the sieve tubes. These cells have very active cytoplasm and large elongated nucleus. These cells are living. They control the activity of sieve tube elements. Next is phloem parenchyma. They are thin-walled cells. They store food and help in the lateral transportation of the food. Next is phloem fibers. These are fibers which provide mechanical strength to the plant. Now students, what are the functions of phloem? Phloem helps in the transportation of organic food to all the parts of plant. It helps in the storage of food. Now students, you must be able to answer the following questions, that is differences between meristematic and permanent tissues, xylem and phloem, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Discuss the functions of xylem and phloem. Give 4 characteristics of the following, that is meristematic tissue. Thank you everyone.